Right, now this is the worksheets and possible plans and materials section. So let's just go through and see what we've got here. Okay, now this bit, I'm just going to bring that down here. E-guided learning lesson plan, that's just a suggestion, no more than that. The starter that I referred to earlier, the input presentation, i.e. the 6 sentences, 6 core sentences, the peer teaching bit on the AT or A3 board, and then some of the activities that will follow up, which we will talk about in a minute. Flipping the classroom, that is basically where the idea there comes from the Khan Academy, whereby you watch the video at home. The input, if you like, is at home, and then you follow up or come to the lesson and do the activities that are based around that. So that's just a sort of alternative approach. Right, now, so moving on to this. This is the gold, silver, bronze game. So for example, straight after the students have gone through the 6 sentences and all this kind of thing, you can have a quick game to see how much the information's gone in. You can split them into 8 teams around the room. Whoever puts their whiteboard up first, and it's the correct answer, gold medal for that team, and you would just put in a tick here or something. Second board up, silver, say for example it's table 4 that does that, and table 8, third board up, bronze, and so on, and you just carry on, and you can have like an Olympic style medal board, if you like. Okay, giving 3 points for each gold medal, 2 points for silver, and so on. Okay, now extension extra. Okay, this could be group work, pair work, it could be individual work depending on the type of class, if you want them to settle down individually or whatever. Working out 10 sentences there from English into German. Okay, talking about Ich bin. Now Ich bin as a lesson, one of the ideas is that to show that you can formulate an awful lot or communicate an awful lot just by using Ich bin. Ich bin Fußballfan, I'm a football fan. Ich bin launisch, immer launisch, I'm always moody. So just using Ich bin and see how many sentences you can come up with. So there's great opportunity there for extension work and so on. Right, now this is a new thing. I hadn't used this before. Dazu is the German for in addition, extra, if you like. Okay, and these are the key structures using Ich bin. Now you could either use this to support the previous slide. We'll just go back to it. Okay, this one here, you can either use it to support that. Okay, in terms of formulating sentences, so it's what you call it, a writing frame in effect. So it can be used as a writing frame, and here it gives a whole lot of opportunities to them be able to formulate sentences saying I am this, I am that. Now the first section, Ich bin, I am. Alternatives if you want to describe other people, ist, sie ist, he is, she is, and so on. Also available. This section here is full of what we call modifiers. The German for very, quite, to, so, and so on. Not at all is up here, gar nicht or überhaupt nicht. Some time phrases, I am sometimes moody, so manchmal, sometimes. Now and again, ich bin ab und zu launisch, I am now and again moody, that kind of thing. Okay, and you also got the opportunity for negation. Ich bin kein Fußballfan, I am not a football fan, that kind of thing. Okay, and then in italics I put in some connected words that can be used to extend some of the sentences. Den, which can translate as because, aber, but, und, and. Right, here, kind of things that you do, jobs. I suppose from a student perspective, could have put all sorts of things like babysitter, that kind of thing, which is not there. Musiker, musician, Musikerin, female musician. Mitglied von, member of, I am a member of. Okay, I'm an artist. I am team captain of. So all these things that they could use to describe things that they do or are in school. And then down here you've got personality characteristics. Okay, a whole lot of them. Geschwätzig, chatty, abenteuerlich, adventurous, all that kind of stuff. Right, so moving on from that. Okay, this is the 5 to 10 problems game. The idea behind that is that the teacher has 5 problems, keeps them to him or herself at the front of the classroom. They call out the first problem to the whole class, and they try and work it out on the whiteboard. They bring up the whiteboard to the front. If they've got it correct, you then whisper into their ear as to what the second problem is, and so on. If they got it wrong, you might either, depending on how good or strong the class is, you might say, right, no, it's not correct, you've got to work out why, or you might point out the area where they need to improve if it's a less able group, if you like. The winning team on something like this is either the team that completes all the sentences first, or if it's a timed activity, the one that completes most sentences. So there we have that. So that is talking through that basically. Okay, this is what I call the rugby game, and some of you might straight away say, well, that's not a rugby ball, that is an American football. Sorry about that to the purists. Now this is on the whiteboard at the front of the class. It can be shone onto the whiteboard. Okay, and here you have team A lined up, team B lined up. Okay, so you can have it that way. You can give them names, etc. It could be 4 against 4. Okay, and the idea is that you call out the word in German or the foreign language. They grab the ball, and then they've got to place it down, touch down onto the board. If they push or anything like that, you give the other team a free kick, and you can put something like a clean bin, I hasten to add, for them to throw the ball in to score 3 points, and so on. Okay, worked very well with some of the classes I had last year. Okay, you just have to be careful with certain classes, if you know what I mean. Right, so that is that particular game. The A and B is actually written on there for another purpose. You can have envelope A and envelope B passed around the room to like music. When the music stops, whoever's got A and whoever's got B goes head to head to answer a question. Whoever wins goes into something like the semi-finals and so on. So there's another sort of competition type thing. It can be used as in the activation stage or as a plenary game. So alternative, this is a kind of plenary traffic light chart as to what they know. The red zone over here is the words from recognition of words, German into English. This is the ability to then go from English into German, which is more difficult than the other way around. And then an extension of that, of longer English sentences into German. And they fill out the chart down here. Okay, so that is what that is. So that's that part of the thing. And this is my mission statement, guys. This is what I'm trying to aim for with these e-guided learning lessons, to really sort of tackle how language works, looking at decoding, taking a mathematical approach to language learning, if I can use that as a description, as opposed to other methodologies that are out there. This is a focus on sort of structure and grammar and scaffolding and stuff like that. So I put down here learning solutions for chatty kids. That's came up with that phrase. Sometimes frustration of kids talking over you. The idea of having this video play and them having to concentrate on the video whilst you go around the room, kind of thing. That is part of the thinking as to behind that. Language machine solutions, or even if I go beyond languages, I have made non-language videos. I've come up with the idea of learn machine solutions as an alternative. How enterprising. Right, group purpose, I put down here to enable teachers to be better managers and facilitators in the classroom through creating materials and resources that can free them up to give more active support and intervention around the classroom, while the lesson's key points are delivered by means of the more neutral method of electronic instruction. Impressive, no? Right, point 2, to concentrate on decoding methods, which I mentioned already, of language teaching, with emphasis on showing how a particular language works through logical step-by-step explanation, specialising in solving problems through a more mathematical approach. Alright, so that's that there. And there's my copyright sign, yeah? Look. So that's the name of this particular presentation there. Basics in German, Grundkenntnis auf Deutsch, Stunde 1, Lesson 1, or, okay, Ich bin, I am, Language Machines, copyright, Language Machines Solutions 2015, motto, Learning Solutions for Chatty Kids, produced by moi. Okay, guys, I hope that's given you an insight as to why I do what I do. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and this is where I get to be a little bit amateurish. Okay, I could go into...